So we're out on a property today. We've got a backup situation. So we're dealing with an aerobic septic system. And usually when these are backing up, it's because of a really thick trash tank. So if you look right here, we've got 4 different risers. So you've got your trash tank, you've got your aerator and your clarifier, and then on the very end over there, you've got your pump tank. Now, as the wastewater flows, the pump tank should mostly be water. It's treated inside of the system and then it's sprayed out through sprinklers. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, the clog is going to be right here. So I'm going to pop off these screws and see what we're looking at. Now, on these aerobic systems, these trash tanks can be pretty small. So I will always recommend putting a minimal amount of anything down your toilet that's not coming out of use. So I mean, that could be paper, wipes, even if they say they're septic safe, biodegradable, I'm telling you, anything added to the system is going to cause it to get thick really fast. So I'm popping this open right now. We're going to look at the trash tank first. That way we can get it unclogged, hopefully, pretty quick. Okay. Oh, I should have brought my hook. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thick. Let me go get my sewer hook so I don't throw out my back on this next one. Gonna give it the good old shovel test. Sticks right in. Dealing with a lot of paper and buildup in here. Okay, let me see if I can go ahead and unclog this. Might go ahead and start pumping it out first before I do anything else with it. Okay. Now you see how thick that one is. These next compartments should mostly just be water. But with this much buildup in the trash tank, I would not be surprised if it didn't carry over to this side. Okay, let's see what the aerator and clarifier sides look like. The one thing I do like about these hoot systems is it all kind of funnels down into an upside down pyramid. And yeah, you can see it should mostly just be water. And you see it bubbling like that. That means that aerator's doing what it should do. And last but not least, we've got our pump tank. All right, so we've got all the lids uncovered. What I'm gonna do now is go ahead and start getting this all the way pumped down. Make sure that line is unclogged so the homeowner doesn't have to worry about it backing up into the house. Refill the aerator with water. That way we get those diffusers underwater when they keep bubbling. They do have a back pressure sensor. So if you don't fill this up with water and you flip that breaker for the compressor, if it doesn't sense water, it's gonna throw that alarm. So we need to do that. And I'll make sure I get everything rinsed down. That way this homeowner has a fresh start. So let's get the pumping. that sludge buildup accumulating, pipe going over the galaxy. So you don't want all of that stuff going over your pump tank and being put out in your yard. Got all the other compartments pumped out. Now we're finishing up on the pump tank. So on these aerobic systems, like I said, the air compressor is a very crucial part of these systems. I mean, that's where you get aerobic septic systems. Now, what that air compressor is doing is it's forcing oxygen into the septic system. And what it's doing is it's creating the perfect environment for all those microorganisms, the bacteria and enzymes to thrive. And what that does is those bacteria and enzymes are gonna start breaking down that organic matter, which is the human waste that is inside the septic tank. It's gonna pass through liquid chlorine or bleach, and then it's gonna enter the pump tank. And then when it's sprayed out into your yard, there shouldn't be any pathogens that could get you or your family or your neighbors sick. So it's very, very, very important that you maintain and have this septic system inspected. It's actually required to have it inspected for that very reason. You don't want, you know, raw sewage being sprayed out into your yard. So finishing up now, we got everything pumped down. I am adding water back to that aeration chamber right now. That way we can get those diffusers underwater before we flip the breaker back on. And yeah, I mean, that just goes to show you, this has only been a year since I was at this property last, and it's got so thick on the trash tank. All of my customers that are on aerobic septic systems, I come out anywhere from 1 to 3 years. But I tell them, I'm like, look, you have to understand this trash tank is tiny. It's tiny. I know the entire system is big, but that first compartment where everything gathers and accumulates, really narrow. So if you're putting toilet paper, a lot of toilet paper, doesn't matter what kind it is. It doesn't matter if it's septic safe, flushable, you know, it's gonna compact, it's gonna get hard, and if you don't get it pumped out soon enough, it's gonna back up like this. But yeah, that does it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you smash that like button. If you haven't done so yet, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. That'll let you know when I upload a new video. If you have any questions about septic systems, drop it down in the comments down below. And as always, I appreciate y'all watching. Remember, smells like money. Peace.